Whoa, America, what you got going on? Thinking about buying a house? You need to know some financing FAQs? That's what this video is all about. Tom Rosser, Gateway Mortgage, has some awesome news for us about some new numbers that we need to know when we're looking at houses in the Oklahoma City metro area, folks. So, Tom, what's the big deal? What's going on? I hear there's some sort of new loan limits.
They're changing loan limits on us. So they change them every single year. They go off of, FHFA is tasked with keeping home affordable and then also managing Fannie and Freddie. They change it every year. We always try to get a head start on it. So we got a head start on it a couple of months ago, and we said, hey, we think they're going to raise the loan limit to about 715,000. So we'll start lending on that.
Okay.
While we wait for December 1st to come around and the actual number to come out. So the actual number has come out, and their number is 726,200.
726,200. Hold on one second. I'm gonna type that in the chat. 726,200. New FHFA loan limits.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
All right. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm listening.
That's kind of the conforming loan limit. So, I'll just give you kind of the history, right? When I first got into this business, that number was 417. It slowly goes up with home prices. It getting over 700, that means home prices have gone up. They're going to continue to go up in projections, right? And that number is going to be a little bit higher next year. But anything above that is considered a jumbo loan. Anything below that's a conforming loan. That's FHFA.
Oh, okay. So for so that determines jumbo loans. That's important. We've been talking about jumbo loans. So jumbo loans are sometimes more expensive and require more documentation. Is that a real rough generalization?
Yep, and it's a high dollar amount.
Okay. So as long as we're below the 726,200,
yes,
it's
sir.
not a jumbo loan.
Correct.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I know you kind of touchly briefed on it. FHFA is a government organization. Like is it like a bunch of people on the FDA board who approve loans without any real care to the public?
No, I mean, they're managing Freddie and Fannie, right? So most of our loans are securitized with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac at some point, and FHA controls those two entities. They are tasked with keeping homes affordable and keeping lending going to consumers. Go ahead, Josh.
Is it a board of like bankers? Like who is it? Congressman? Is Rand Paul sitting there watching things? Like who is it? Is it our senators?
Yeah, I mean, they're underneath Housing and Urban Development, right? So they are.
It's an executive branch.
It's in HUD. Yeah, it's underneath HUD.
Oh, underneath HUD. Okay, thank you. Okay, so don't let me cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. So they're just a government entity that sets loan limits and manages Fannie and Freddie.
And just with home loans, not like credit card loans or auto loans. This is just home loan specific.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Residential home loans.
Well, I read a little bit like 3 minutes before our call today, and they talked about something along the lines of 150% loan ceiling. Or is there anything in Oklahoma that would qualify for that? Or is that like those beachfront properties where the American people subsidizes the flood insurance for the 1%ers?
Those are for the coast. Those big numbers are for the coast, right? So they've got to have some different numbers for California and the Florida house prices than they do for us. So that 150 is not in Oklahoma.
Okay, so just the 726,200. We don't need to worry about the $1,080,000 loans because we don't get those here in Oklahoma.
Not unless you're moving to the coast.
All right. Well, you had mentioned to me before our recording that FHFA, when they raise their limits, that also affects FHA limits, not just conforming, but also FHA limits. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So we mentioned Freddie and Fannie are conventional. They manage conventional loans. We've also got government loans, which would be like your FHA, your USDA, your VA loans. But FHA follows the conforming loan limits. Whenever conforming loan limits come out, FHA is 65% of those. So the FHA loan limit went up as well. Now the timing of FHA is a little bit different than the conforming one, but the FHA loan limit is now 426,030.
Okay, I was looking for my
426,000.
calculator. I'm glad you had that.
Yeah, $426,030 is the FHA loan limit, but that is effective January 1st. The conforming
and-
loan limit goes into play right away. Right now, we can lend 726,200. The FHA, you can't start lending that until January 1st.
Okay, and for both products, Tom, if a consumer is, say, $20,000 from those limits, to make sure they still get the less expensive loans, not the jumbo loans, they can bring an additional $20,000 to closing and just keep that loan limit below these new limits. Is that right?
Absolutely. So if you're buying a house at 750, right, you can bring your 25,000, 24,000 and get to that 726 number. If you're doing an FHA loan and you're buying a house at 500, you can bring the difference and we'll loan you that 426. Absolutely.
Okay, but no seller carries, right?
Correct.
No secondary loans on your loan.
No, not allowed.
All right, perfect. Any changes in gift funds or seller concession amounts or anything like that?
No, I mean, we're seeing a lot of gifts right now. We're seeing more seller concessions than we have in the past right now, but no changes as far as the guidelines go.
Okay, well, Tom, wow, what an informative video this has been today. This has been really exciting. I've been hearing a lot of buzz over the last week, and I know you've been hounding me to tell me about this, and I really appreciate you taking the time to tell me about it and tell all of our viewers about it too. If anyone has any questions about a loan that they want to reach out to you about directly and hear those questions be answered straight from the Tom Rosser of Gateway Mortgage, what's the best number they should reach out to you at?
We would love to talk to you. You can reach us at 405-751-3800. And Josh, thanks for the opportunity, man.
No, thank you, Tom. And if they just happen to be in North Oklahoma City, South Edmond, and they want to stop by for a hot coffee, where would they do that at?
1931 West 33rd Street. We're on 33rd between Santa Fe and Kelly, and we'd love to see you face to face.
And if you guys got kiddos, Tom's office is just north of an indoor playground. And this time of the year, those indoor playgrounds are a lot warmer than the outdoor ones.
It's raining outside right now.
All right, Tom, thank you so much for this information. As always, we really appreciate your time. We know you have a ton of meetings and everything else, and we'll see you on the next Oklahoma Home Mortgage FAQ video.
Thanks, Josh.